Anybody else feeling like they need better enemies? There's too many petty people out here. So many people that are trying to get a reaction out of you or just deflect accountability altogether. And it's not even a challenge. It's just something that's really annoying to deal with. And it's almost as if it's been obstacle after obstacle after obstacle after obstacle. And then when finally things start to go right for once, in like weeks and months, then there's something that happens. Like nobody, I can't be the only one that feels this way, that nobody can catch a break anymore. Is anybody else feeling that? Because I feel as though there's just never ending cycles, man. It's never ending. If it's not one thing, it's another. And I'm just, you can't help but laugh at this point because you're just so dumbfounded by the stupidity. You're so dumbfounded by the ridiculousn's of life. I mean, at every single turn, we have people trying to manipulate us into the matrix. We have, at every single turn, we have people that are trying to disrupt our peace. We have people that are trying to literally use the name of God and Jesus Christ to manipulate people and even to gaslight themselves because they want to believe that they're more righteous and holy than they really are. And it's just astounding, man, because I know that I'm not a saint. I know that I'm not perfect, but I know that I have a godlike mindset. I know that I have things to work on just as much as anybody else. But I also know that I've developed myself to have a godlike savage work ethic because I know there are people out there that would love nothing more than to see me drown and to see me not rise to the potential that I know I'm capable of. It's these stupid people out here. And I really don't like to call people stupid. I really don't like to call people these derogatory names. But they're basically like the inverse of people that are happily retarded. Like they are just spiritually retarded in the worst way. They're spiritually retarded. They don't know how to listen to their inner retard. They just are ridiculous, man. They're just ridiculous. It's the inverse of Down syndrome, these people. Because if you ever met people with Down syndrome, they're the happiest people on earth. And they have Down syndrome spiritually, but they're the worst mindset and despicable people. They pretend like, but this, and then but that. And oh my Lord. Like you guys are just, and I'm not speaking to you guys like watching this video. I'm just speaking in general. Like, holy moly. Like geeks, dude. Geeks. Nerds. Like spiritual nerds that are retarded. I can't be the only one that sees this. I can't be the only one. There's no way. I refuse to believe that I'm the only one that sees the crap that I'm seeing. Like, there's no way that things are really this bad. And yet it seems like things are really this bad. I don't understand. It is a miracle. It is a true miracle to some degree that the society that we live in is functioning the way that it is. I have no clue how we are functioning at the level we are when everybody's retarded. I have no clue. I don't know. I don't know how we're doing it. I really don't. It's like people like us that are holding it together. We're the ones that are moving things forward when everybody else is chilling and doing nothing. They're not even chilling because they need to relax or a break. They're just meh. They've just found this sense of meaninglessness and they've been contempt with it. Or not, well, they haven't contempted with it, but they're in contentment with it. Like they are literally content with their complacency and yet they're contempt about it. Like they're in contempt about it. Geeks, dude. Geeks. It's just hard to watch your fellow people just behave this way and then act like the world is the problem. And it's it's just like, holy crap. Yeah, like, you are the problem. Wake up, man. Wake up. You are the problem here. It's just hilarious to me. You like, some of these people want to just deflect accountability. And this is the weirdest thing, because I made a post about this on my YouTube channel. Just how, because I'm posting this on X and YouTube. And I posted this on my YouTube channel about how I don't really do Black Friday sales. And the reason for that is because, for my business, okay? And the reason for that is because I think it's kind of hypocritical and ridiculous to, oh, we're so grateful, we're so grateful for this, we're so grateful for that. Oh, I'm just so grateful. Now let me go buy everything. That's what these people are like. That's what the NPCs are like. Like, if you want to see an NPC, just look at how grateful they are on Thanksgiving, and then the day after, how quick they are to go buy things that they don't need. That's how you can determine the level of an NPC for a lot of people. A lot of people. And it just is what it is. I guess I'm just tired of being tired with these people. It's just I'm not really affected in my peace per se. It's just annoying to deal with. It's just like, ugh, like another mosquito. Really? Another mosquito? Really? Another freaking mosquito? It's just annoying. It's nothing. It's not like death by 1,000 cuts per se. They're just insects. They're like geeky insects, dude. Like, they're geeky insects and nerds that don't know how to live life. I can't be the only one that feels this way. I can't be the only one that sees this stuff. I can't be the only person who feels like they're doing everything that they can to make the world a better place. And yet when people say they want change, when it comes down to it, they don't. They just don't. They want to believe that they do. They want to want. They're like women. They want things. They're wanting to want things, but they can't make a decision, man. They can't make a decision and just live with that decision. They have to, oh, well, I'm doing this, but I might be doing that, but I might be doing... There's nothing commitment. There's no commitment at all. And you're wondering why things aren't working out for you. It's like, well, maybe because you're not even committed to the process to begin with. Maybe if you were a little bit more committed to the process, you'd be a little bit more capable in the long run of doing what you need to do to live this life in accordance to laws, statutes, and commandments of God. Maybe if you were a little bit more consistent, you could be the most talented person in the world. And I've seen this in people where they are extremely talented, man. I mean, they've got the ambition, they've got the work ethic, etc., and they're talented, but they just can't be consistent with it. It's like those dudes at the gym who you'll see them in for like 6 months. They go to the gym and they're solid. And then they fall off. And you're thinking to yourself, what happened? Like, you still got your balls? Hello? What happened, dude? What happened? Oh, well, my girlfriend broke up with me. So you just decided to stop going to the gym? Isn't that the time to, like, hit the gym harder? Usually, for most men, that's usually what happens, right? And I don't know. I don't know what to tell these people sometimes. There's a lot of different things that are happening right now. And so I'm just kind of putting it all out there on the table for you guys, because I know I can't be the only one feeling this way. I can't be the only one that sees how crazy people are. And the spiritual warfare is insane. Now, we've been talking a lot about fallen angel technology in the Regal Change Academy recently because we're studying the book of Enoch. And we also are going into the Art of War Finance Edition, basically. This is going to be the Iron-Minded Wealth class that we're going to be doing in that. And it's like I can see the transition. I can see what we're focusing on is kind of what's happening. And this is where we do need to learn the Art of War principles. And we need to stay fortified. We need to be in attack formation and position. Stay in attack formation, whatever you do. Whenever you're in a fight, stay in attack formation. Don't get, don't lean back with it. Don't lean back, especially when you're in a spiritual fight. You have to relentlessly pursue forward as much as you can once you're actually in the fight. But it's all about preparation. Anybody that's read The Art of War understands that 95% of war is preparation, if not even more so. And that's the same thing with your finances. It's the same thing with your spirituality. It's the same thing with your physical health. If you, let's say you plan and prepare your meals or how many calories you're going to intake, how many grams of protein you're going to have, or carbs, or whatever the case is, maybe you weigh your food or something as well. Like you have a strict process, but it's not even strict. It's just a disciplined process. The likelihood of you succeeding is going to be very, very high. Now, I wouldn't go so far personally to do that because in my estimation, once you get to a point where you know the rules, you can break the rules. And that's where I'm at with pretty much everything in my life right now, whether it's spirituality, emotions, or physical. Like I'm to the point to where, like an artist who, like I was talking to somebody about this yesterday, like an artist who has developed the skills necessary to do the most sophisticated types of art. Now that artist can break the rules. And that's where I feel as though I'm at with life. With my godlike mindset, and I've been able to master my mindset to where I know I can do anything in this life. And I know that because I've done it. I've been to the bottom multiple times, and I've risen back up multiple times. I have full life experience and competence in what I know to be true. There's nothing that can prohibit me from realizing my potential. And that's what pisses these petty enemies of mine off. It's what pisses your petty enemies off. It's because you know that there's potential in you that you are trying to manifest with all your might and all your will. And you're going to go out there and you're going to make it happen. Whether they want to stand in the way or not, it's going to fucking happen. And that's what they cannot stand. They cannot stand it, man. They cannot stand you being relentless. They cannot stand you just wanting to plow forward. Sometimes you have to be like that brute, man. You've just got to be like a brute and just plow through. Remember in Casino Royale with James Bond? And in the very opening scene, James Bond is running down this guy, and the guy is like I'm pretty sure in real life he was one of the best. I guess they call them free runners or something, like parkour type of thing, right? And he was one of the best in the world at the time, and so he's doing all these fancy tricks and all that, and he's flying through like window cracks and all of that, and he's jumping across buildings. James Bond is athletic and he's a soldier, right? But he's not that finessing, or that finesse. What would be the term there? He's not that finesse. We'll go with that because that sounds cool. He's not that finesse when it comes to actually, doing that kind of stuff. So he's just a little bit more brutish, and he takes the tank approach, right? And sometimes you just have to take the tank approach to life. But it depends on the type of terrain you're in, okay? There are 9 situations according to the Art of War. There's 9 types of terrain. You have to know what terrain you're on so that you know how to fight. Okay, so you have to be prepared in these certain ways. And sometimes just being stern, professional, but impersonal is going to be the best way to go sometimes, because that's a system. That's a system that filters out things and people. It's just like relationships as well, with women or with men. If you're a woman watching this, you have to have filtering mechanisms, because sometimes, like, people think women, a lot of women will specifically will say, oh, the coffee date is like, that's just a cheap date. It's like, no, 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 no. That's to vet if the woman's actually interested. That's what that's what a lot of men, they don't want to do anything and invest into anyone that's not actually invested into them. And so it's just funny how some of these women will be like, wow, I deserve more than that. It's like, so it's not about you wanting to know him or be with him. It's about you. Well, good. That's what that coffee date thing is for. That coffee date did exactly what it was supposed to do. So, and I don't date really anymore. Like, I don't call them dates anyway. Like, I'll talk to women and I'll hang out with women, but I don't go on official dates. And I tell women this: I'm not taking you on an official date until we're actually boyfriend, girlfriend anymore. I just don't do that, because every single time I've done that in the past, it's led to me being taken advantage of. And I'm out money for nothing. And especially considering my standards and principles, I'm not going to sleep with a woman until I know that's the woman I want to be with forever and we're going to start making babies. Other than that, I'm not going to sleep with a woman. I'm just not going to. Am I tempted? Absolutely. Absolutely, I'm tempted with certain women, but I'm not going to do it. And that's what a lot of these, that's what a lot of these people don't understand. Like, they don't understand that you can be a man with your own code. You can be a man with your own sense of direction in life. As long as you're following God's laws, statutes, and commandments, you're going to go to the right place, man. There's no bad way to go when you're following those things. Like, have you ever actually followed the laws, statutes, and commandments of God and had anything terrible truly happen to you? It might be tough. Yeah, it might be tough, man. It might be tough. But there's nothing that could stop you. God protects you. And it's almost as if, the way that I think about it is, the path may be challenging and difficult, but God's always going to take care of you. And that's really just the truth. But anyways, the spiritual warfare has been intense. It was chill yesterday. It was pretty chill. That was like the first chill day I've had for a long time. Like a legitimate, where I felt like, okay, my ducks are lining up. I've got this, I've got that. Boom, 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 boom. All right, we're moving in positive. And then today it's like spiritual attack after spiritual attack. And you're just like, golly, like, can you catch a break, man? Like, can you catch a break? Oh, come on. But you know what? We're still here. We haven't been defeated by death. And we're not going to be defeated by death, because we're standing strong in Christ. And I think that's enough to say all praises to Jesus. And I hope everybody stays blessed out there. Peace be with you. Until next time.